So hello guys, good morning everyone. Morning guys, good morning. Welcome back guys once again to your own channel Unacademy Karnataka PUC. So I hope you're all doing quite well guys. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡುವುದು, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ನೋ ಗೈಸ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಓಕೆ, ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಗೈಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ, ವೆರಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆರ್. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯು ದೋಸ್ ಹು ಆರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾರು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫೋ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲಿ ಗೈಸ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಟರ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್. ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಟರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಕಳೆದ 6 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಗೈಸ್, ಓಕೆ, so for past 6 years I have been in relation with the educational field. So many competitive examinations ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ PU board examinations ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So I've been in quite an experience ಆ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಕೂಡ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಅನ್ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ PUC ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಆನ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಅಸ್ ಲೈವ್. ಸೊ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಗೈಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಏನೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಅಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನಿಗೆ ರೀ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಗೈಸ್. ತುಂಬ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನೀವು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಯುವಂತಹ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ರಿಪ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸಿಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬೋರ್ಡು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕನ್ನು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಬೌಟ್? ಈ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸು, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್, LCM, HCF, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ ಸರ್? ಸಿ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ನೋಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೆಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ರಿ, UN ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ PUC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಟೆಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಚಾನಲನ್ನು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಟು ಇನ್ PDF ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾನಲ್, ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಸೊ ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಏನು ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಏನು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೇ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫೈನ್, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ವಿತೌಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಗೈಸ್, ಈಗ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರುವುದು ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ರೀ. ಬಟ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನು ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೈಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್, ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ನೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, we are going to study about number system, that is about number theory. Number theory nu idakke heltare. Okay, okay, see here guys, first of all we are going to look into different types of numbers. Okay, numbers andare enu, different forms of number ಏನೇನಿವೆ, those are what we are going to look into. Fine. So first let me tell you guys about the basicity of what the number system is, what numbers are, ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಏನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡು. First of all, if I write in guys 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, correct? So what are all these? ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ 0 to 9. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಸೊ ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ 2 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಯಾವುದೇ 2 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, whenever digits are combined together we create numbers guys. 23 for example, 35, these are all numbers. Okay now, so now what are different forms of number? What are the different forms of number? First of all guys, ನೋಡಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ numbers are basically of 2 different types. Numbers 2 ಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. The first part is the real numbers, and the second part guys is nothing but the imaginary numbers. Okay, imaginary numbers. So numbers are basically divided into 2 parts. Basic agi numbers anna 2 ಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. The first part is known to be real number and the second part is known to be imaginary number. So basically ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ number systems ಅಲ್ಲಿ real numbers ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, real number means any form of number guys. ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, 0 ಇರಲಿ, ಏನೋ ಇರಲಿ, ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ real number format. Real number means all the numbers that exist in mathematics, those are known to be real numbers. Coming back to imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers, see high school ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು i square is equals to -1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. I is equals to root of -1. Correct? This is an imaginary term that we usually consider. So any numbers guys, complex number ಅಂತ ಏನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, so any number which has an imaginary part are known to be imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers, for example 22 plus 4i. We can only imagine this term, practically ಇದು exist ಆಗಲ್ಲ, right? And then 7i divided by 2, we can only imagine this term, practically ಇದು ಕೂಡ existable ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. So these kind of numbers are known to be imaginary numbers. So real numbers guys, basically real numbers are divided into 2 different parts. Okay, which are those? They are nothing but rational numbers and irrational. ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾವು ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯು. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಏನು ನೀವು ಇದು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ನೋಡಿ, ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಸಿ, ಮೊದಲು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್. What does rational means? Rational means something which has a meaning. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ. rational ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it has a meaning. That is what actually the meaning of rational itself means. Rational means something which is finite, something which has meaning, something that can be counted. We can count it guys ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು rational term ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. rational logically in the perspective of English guys, rational means something which has a value, something which can be counted off. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ rational ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ rational number ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? any number that has an end, any number that can be counted, any number that is finite, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ rational number ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. For example, see 2, of course 2 is a rational number because it has meaning, right? 2 complete ಒಂದು term ಇದೆ ಇದು. And then if I take in root of 16 guys, root of 16 is what? 4. So 4 once again is a rational number. Correct? ಅದನ್ನ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇದೆ, it is clearly defined, hence it is a rational number. And for example 3.5, yes guys, 3.5 is also a rational number. It has limit, it is finite, it can be counted. ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ 3.5 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So all such numbers which have a defined limit, which have an expressible value are known to be rational number. Irrational number means which do not have any limit. okay, which are not finite at all. For example, 22 upon 7 pi. Okay, what is the value of pi, guys? It is 3.1419 or 15 something. It keeps on continuing. Correct? There is not at all an end here. There is no end. One end illa idಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is not at all rational. It is not at all defined with respect to the meaning. We cannot understand the complete meaning of this term. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥ ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಇಯರ್. ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 2 ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್? ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಇದು ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಗೈಸ್. ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಇರ್ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಎಂಡ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ರೂಟ್ 2 ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ 1.41 ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಚೆಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. So root 2, it does not have an end, and that too is not an rational number. For example, root 3 is a rational number. Edike? Because idಕ್ಕೆ end ಇದೆ ರೀ. 1.73 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. But root 2 will not be a rational number. Any such number which keep on continuously repeating, which have no end, are known to be irrational. So basically, according to the definition ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, any number that can be expressed in P upon Q form is a rational number where Q is not equal to 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ any number P upon Q form. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Why have they told that this is P upon Q form? Because even if it is in decimal, it has an end. Okay, even if it is not a complete number, even if it is in a fraction format, or even if it is in the decimal form, it has an end here. But here, any number that cannot be expressed in P upon Q form means root 2. It cannot be expressed in P upon Q, guys. Definite agi 1 divided by 2 athwa 2 divided by 1 athwa 3.5 divided by 1 we cannot express because there is no end here. Okay, so basically Q will not be equal to 0 here. Q 0 baralla ri. Yadike? Because any number divided by 0 will be equal to infinity, guys. And that is what the definition of irrationality means. Correct? Answer ನಮಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿವರೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ rationality and irrationality of a number, guys. Now furthermore, rational numbers are divided into many different parts. Rational numbers ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. What are those? Rational numbers. Rational numbers are further divided into integers. Integers and fractions. Rational numbers are furthermore divided into two different parts, two different classifications. The first part is integers and the second part is fractions. So now fractions, of course, fraction format alli numerator and denominator format alli bardre adike fraction anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. For example, 2 upon 3, the number which is in here above upper side is known to be numerator, and number here the bottom side or on the down side is known to be the denominator. Okay na? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರನ್ನು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ಸ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅ ನಂಬರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀ. ಏನಿದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್? -1, -2, -3, ಓಕೆ, ಅಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ negative of what case? Infinity, which can be expressed in P upon Q form. Right? So any negative number is an integer. Okay, negative complete number irbeku, not in decimal format. Okay, -0.25, sorry, -2.5 adu illi tagolalla, fraction alli tagolteve, negative format. Okay, here integers basically are negative, guys. Integers are also positive. Integers positive agenu irtave, +2, +3. okay, they are all positive numbers, and even 0 is included. 0 ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸು ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸು ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಹಾಗೆ 0 ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಗೈಸ್. Okay, 0 is also an integer, remember that. Okay, so now integers are furthermore divided into two different parts, guys. Integers annu kuda navu ಎರಡು ಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. The first part is what? The first part is known to be natural numbers. Okay, the first part is natural numbers, and then it is also divided, classified into the second format, which is what? Whole numbers. Okay, what? Whole numbers. So what is natural numbers? Sorry, so what is natural numbers? See, numbers which occur naturally. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ? ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 1. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು? ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಆರ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, it's not like that you go to a market and you say to the shopkeeper, so give me 0 chocolates. So this is not practically applicable. You start from where? Naturally you start from 1. Either you can have 1 chocolate or 2 chocolates or 3 chocolates and so on, right? So the numbers that appear naturally from 1 are known to be natural numbers. Okay, from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, perfect numbers, complete natural agi 4.5. See, 4.5 practically we cannot say, sir give me 4.5 natural numbers. We are talking only about the complete numbers, guys. Decimal format, fraction format alli baralla natural numbers alli. We do not include decimal and fraction format here, only the complete numbers. Okay, so all the positive numbers starting from 1 up till infinity are known to be what, guys? They are known to be natural numbers. Okay, and then similarly, what are whole numbers? Whole numbers are nothing but naturally occurring numbers including 0. Okay, whole numbers are what, guys? Whole numbers are nothing but naturally occurring numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but natural numbers only, but we include 0 in this format. 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರೀ ಹೋಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, 0ವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ 0 to infinity, those are all known to be the whole numbers. Okay, and now the classification, guys, which many among us know. Natural numbers are further divided. Natural numbers ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಮುಂದೆ. ಸೊ natural numbers are furthermore divided, guys, into what? They are furthermore divided into even numbers. Okay, they are divided into odd numbers. They are divided into prime numbers. They are divided into composite numbers. Don't need to by heart this all. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು by heart ಪಡಿಬೇಡಿ. I'll just give you a chart, guys, just a representation. So ಆ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಾಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ okay, but don't by heart that chart also. I'll explain you once again, not at all a problem. See, so these are the very common numbers that we already know, and please remember these are all what, guys? These are all positive natural numbers. Okay, these are all positive numbers ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ. Okay, ಈಗ even number ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? First of all, the number starts with 0, guys. 0 is also included. Of course, 0 is not a natural number. 0 natural numbers alli baralla. 0 will be included in whole number. But as a 0 is the beginning number, guys, it is both odd and it is even. 0 is both considered to be an odd number and also an even number. But basically, for our simplicity, ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಯಾವ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಒನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್, for simplification purpose, we have included 0 as an even number for our simplicity, guys. Okay, actually 0, it does not have an exact value. We don't know whether it is an odd or even. We consider it to be both odd and even. Odd ಇದೆ, even ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವ್ರಿ, ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋಣ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆ್ಯಡೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ 0 ಟು ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಅನ್ even number format. Okay, so what do you mean by even number? First of all, 0 and the factors of 2, guys. Okay, factors of 2 like 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Any number which is divisible by 2 is known to be an even number. Okay. Okay, fine guys. So just a minute guys. So this is it, even number. Any number which is completely divisible by 2, that is known to be an even number. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು even number ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, so like the video guys, like ಮಾಡಿ video na those who are watching me, like the video. If you have any questions, please ask guys. Questions ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ guys. If you have any questions guys, please ask. Okay, fine guys. So now let me consider in the next form. The next number is what? Next number is odd number. Okay, the next number is nothing but an odd number. So what is an odd number? Odd number andare in, definitely guys, as you already might be knowing this, odd number, the numbers which start up from 1, 3, 5, 7, okay, which are divisible by themselves or by another odd number. It means that any number that starts with 1 with a gap of 2 here, okay, gap of 2, gap of 2, those are all numbers known to be odd numbers. And then it comes to prime numbers. So what are prime numbers? See, those numbers which are only divisible by themselves. Okay, the numbers which are only divisible by themselves. For example, 2, for example, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay, these are particular and so on. So these are particularly some numbers guys which are divisible only by themselves. No number can divide 2 apart from 2 itself, and of course 1 guys. Okay, of course 1. So 1 basically we don't consider it as an prime number guys, because it is a factor of each and every number. Okay, so 3, it is divisible by itself. 5 divisible by itself. There is no other number, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, so that is the reason they are considered into they are known as prime numbers. Okay, so now about the last format guys. Last format ಏನಿದೆ, composite number. Okay, composite number. So composite number ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, what do you mean by composite? A number which has 2 or more factors. Okay, it can be composed of 2 different numbers. ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 3 and 5, we can merge up 3 and 5 and then we can create a number 15, right? We can multiply 3 and 5, then we get 15. Or we can also write this as 1 into 15, right? Any number which can be created by combining 2 different numbers. 15 can be created by combining 1 and by combining 15. So basically you can also say idanna higenu helabodu ri, any number which has 2 or more than 2 factors. Okay guys, so what do you mean by composite number? It is just a number which can be formed by 2 different numbers. It can be composed, adanna ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಈಗ like I told you, example 3 and 5, 1 and 15 ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ರೀ, ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇ ಅ ನಂಬರ್ which has 2 or more than 2 factors. Okay, number which has 2 factors or more than 2 factors is known to be a composite number. For example 12, of course ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ 2 factors ಇವೆ, 3 and 4, and then 2 and 6. So these all numbers are known to be composite numbers. Okay, so please don't by head this guys, by head fadibadi. Let me just form up a chart here. ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so basically we are classifying numbers guys into 2 different parts. What are those 2 parts? The first part is real number, okay, and the second part is imaginary number. Imaginary numbers we are not going to look into this topic guys. ಇಲ್ಲಿ imaginary numbers ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. So real numbers like I told you before guys, real numbers are divided into 2 parts, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, so real numbers are classified into 2 different parts. What are they? They are rational numbers, and then the second part is irrational numbers. Okay, rational and irrational. Now furthermore guys, rational numbers too are divided into what? Integers and fractions, right? Rational numbers are furthermore divided into what guys? 2 parts. What are those? Integers and fractions, second part. Yes, and then what about integers guys? Integers are furthermore divided into 2 parts. Which are those 2 parts guys? The first part is what? Natural numbers, correct, and then it is known as whole numbers. And of course guys, integers, there are 3 different forms of integers: positive integers, negative integers, and 0. Okay, positive, negative, and 0. So these are all 3 formats or 3 forms of integers. So natural numbers and whole numbers. What are natural numbers? Numbers starting from 1 2 3 naturally. And what are whole numbers? All the natural numbers including 0 ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ include ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ whole number ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So natural numbers are furthermore divided into many different parts guys. The first format is even number, then it comes to odd numbers, then it comes to prime numbers, okay, and then it comes to the fourth part, what guys? Composite number. Okay, composite numbers. So this guys, basically this is the chart here. Okay, this is the chart. So if you remember this chart, this is more than enough in order to understand the number systems. Please don't by heart these, because they will not be understood if you by heart them. By heart vadidre idu nimge artha agalla. Okay, so please don't by heart, just remember this chart, which I think is more than sufficient in order to deal with this topic. It is a very easy topic, not at all difficult here, just the basics what we are going to look into. Just to basics anna ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ. Okay, so like ಮಾಡಿ guys, ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಸರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay, so the very basic formats guys. So now we are going into the next part. We are going to look into the next part. See, with respect to your examination, let me tell you guys, in my examination prakara, the number system majorly consists of what? Totally 10 marks, correct? Total agi 10 marks nimge kottidare according to the first PUC basic mathematics maximum weightage I am talking about. Okay, so exact 10 marks antane ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, but maximum on the basis of 10 marks they'll be asking you questions. It's just about on the basis of whatever it is that we have seen. ತುಂಬ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ರೀ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಸಿಸಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಸಿ ಟೂ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ ಸಿ ಎಮ್, ಎಚ್ ಸಿ ಎಫ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನಾವು. So we'll be asking 1 mark question. ಒಂದು 1 mark question ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, and then they will be asking 2 question for 2 marks. ಎರಡು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ. and then ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ. will ask 1 question for 3 marks. Okay, these are all what guys, these are all the importance of the questions here. Fine. Understood? I hope it is clear. So now let us move on guys, but before moving on, like the video guys. Okay, fine guys. So now what are we going to look into? What do you have next? These are all basics guys, so I'll just tell you something regarding what the next format is. See what we do guys now. The basic part that we are going to look here in your topic is 2 different parts. The first part is HCF guys, and the second part is LCM. Okay, so now question comes, what is HCF and what is LCM? So you might already be knowing this guys, idella kuda nimge gurtide. So highest common factor. Okay, highest common factor, that is what HCF means. For example, let me tell you 15. Okay, what are factors of 15? Factors, what do you mean by factors? Factors ಅಂದರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? First of all understand, factors means those numbers which divide this 15. For example, we are looking at factors of 15. 15 ಇನ factors ಯಾವುವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಸು 15ಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 1 divides 15, correct? 1 into 15, 15. And then 3 divides 15, yes. Then 5 divides 15, then 15 itself divide 15. So we are not going to look into itself value here. Okay, adu itself age divide madidre same number will get. If we consider 15 as a factor, then we'll get 15 itself. We need what is apart from 15, which are the numbers that divide 15. Here there are 3, 5 and 1. So there are 3 factors here for 15 basically that we are looking for, correct? So which is the highest among these? ಈ 3 factors alli 15 ಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಈ 3 numbers alli ಯಾವ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ? 5. So 5 is the HF. Okay, highest common factor guys. For example, let me consider one more thing here. If I take in 12, okay, 1 is the factor of 12. 1 can divide 12 completely. 2 can divide 12 completely. 3 can divide 12 completely. 4 can divide 12, yes. 6 can divide 12, yes. Even 12 can divide 12. But we don't consider 12 guys, because it will be same number. 12 and 12 same agine bartave. So here there are, apart from 12, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Okay, so these are the 5 factors. Among these 5, which is the highest? 6. Hence 6 is what guys? 6 will be the HCF. Okay, but we can furthermore classify this 6 ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು furthermore divide ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, correct? So 6, which number can divide 6? 3 again. So what can we say? HCF of 12 is what guys? It is nothing but 3, correct? Andre what we have to do here, we have to consider such a number which is itself. Okay, 6 is not itself. 6 ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ರೀ. 6 ಅನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. 6 once again has factors 2 and 3. Okay, so 3 guys is the highest common factor. because 3 here it is present 1 times, 3 here it is also present. So highest number which can divide any number is known to be the factor, highest common factor. Okay, so basically guys, how we calculate HCF? Of course by factorization method, correct? Factorization method ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. So let me just take an example of how factorization method works. Of course this is not at all new to you guys, ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ. Just we are going to solve them up once again. If I consider suppose if I take in 24, okay, what is the HCF of 24? That will be the question. It's a very simple question, and yes guys, ನಿಮ್ಮ examination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು simple questions ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Even these kind of simple questions will be asked in your examination. Okay, so what is the HCF of 24? So we imply basically what guys? We basically imply the factorization method. So what is factorization method, sir? Let me just explain you what the factorization method is. Here we keep on dividing this number 24. Okay, first of all guys, which is the basic number? 2. So 2 12s are 24, correct? And then this 12 can furthermore be divided once again by 2. So 2 into 6, that is 12. And once again 6 can be divided by 2. 2 into 3, and then 3 into 1. Okay, now so now here look here guys, so even though 24 is divisible by 6 by 12, the HCF is going to be what? First of all let me tell you, see what is the HCF here. Okay, what is the HCF? Of course 2 is also dividing 24, 3 is also dividing 24, but which is repeating itself maximum number of times? Maximum number of times ಯಾವ digit repeat ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? 2. Hence the HCF of 24 is what guys? It will be 2. The highest common factor of 24 will be 2. Okay, now so here see here guys, so let me tell you one important thing. Many of the students usually get confused with this basic understanding. See, even 2 divides 24, 2 24 ಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, 3 ಕೂಡ 24 ಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, 6 ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, 8 ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ರೀ, 12 ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಈಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೌ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ 24, correct? Which is the highest number that is dividing 24? 12. Is 12 HCF? No. Why? Because 12 can furthermore be divided, right? 12 ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ. Okay, so we have to look at such a number which is highest in and of itself. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬರಬಾರದು. Okay, if you consider 6, 6 once again has factors. If you consider 8, 8 once again has factors. So 3 and 2 they do not have further more factors guys. Further factors ಇದಕ್ಕೆ available ಇಲ್ಲ. But as you just now saw, 24, 2 is dividing 24 3 times. Okay, 2 can cut out 24 3 times. Okay, 3 times we have seen here, and 3 can also cut off 24 but only once. One time adu ashte ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. So our HCF will be what guys? HCF will be 24. So this method itself that we have already gone through, that we have been solving our entire life of this educational life, this method itself is known as factorization. We keep on taking out the factors. Okay, factor of 24 12, factor of 12 6, factor of 6 3, and these two are factors which are dividing these. Okay, now 33 ಇದಕ್ಕೆ factorization method ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. I hope HCF is clear. Okay, it was already clear, but once again the concept, the understanding part, I think it is clear guys. Okay, now so now this is a what guys? This is factorization method. It is also known as prime factorization method. Why prime factorization? Because as I told you, and here the name 3, it does not have any other factors. 2, that 2 does not have any other factors. So what are the numbers we are considering here? Only prime numbers, right? Any number which is divisible only by itself, such a number is known to be prime number. So what are these here? 2 and 3, it is prime number. 6, is 6 a prime number? No, it has further more factors. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ factors ಇವೆ. 12, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ factors ಇವೆ. 8, that too has further factors, right? So this factorization method of obtaining the HCF is known to be what guys? It is known to be prime factorization method. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? prime factorization method. ಓಕೆನಾ? Fine. So there is also another method. Of course we'll see them once we start solving the further more problems and further more concepts. So now coming back to the next part that you have guys, least common multiple. Okay, what does LCM mean? LCM is nothing but least common multiple. Okay, least common multiple. So what do you mean by least common multiple? Here guys, first of all, multiple, what does multiple means? Multiple means more than one, correct? Multiple andre yartha entry more than one, correct? So common means it should be present in first team and also in the second team, correct? First understand, see, I know guys, you already know how to obtain LCM. LCM ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. But what I'm trying to tell you is understand what they mean. Okay, it is not important that you start solving the questions and obtain solution and you won't understand what they mean. That is important here. Okay, multiple means more than one. Common means it should be common. Suppose I have two boxes, box number 1 and box number 2. Okay, if there is something common, it means what? It should also be present here, should also be present here, right? 2x plus of x, we can take out x common here. Why? Because x is present here, it is also present here, so I can write it as x into 1 plus 2, right? ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 2 or more numbers. What does multiple mean? Multiple means 2 or more than 2. Common means any number that we take or any number of numbers that we take. For example, I'm going to take 2, I'm going to take 3, and I'm going to take 4. So these are multiples, multiple numbers more than 1, either 2 or more than 2. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So what do you mean by common? Common means it should also be present here, it should also be present here, it should also be present here. Common ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ರೀ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So least common multiple, what does this mean? Smallest number which is commonly divided, commonly divisible by these multiples. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ನಂಬರು, ಅದು ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ಸಿಂದ 3ರಿಂದ ಡಿವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ 5, then any such number which is divisible by 2, by 3, by 4 and also by 5, such a number is known to be the least common multiple. Multiple means ಈ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ರೀ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, 2, 3, 4. ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಜಿಟಿಂದ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ 2 and 3 only, okay, what is the LCM of 2 and 3? How do we find out? Of course we find it out with the help of what, guys? Factorization method again. So 2 ones are 3, as it is it will be. So 3 ones are 3 into 2, what is that? 6. So 6 is the least number. 6 ಎಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರು 2 ಇಂದ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ 3 ಇಂದ ಕೂಡ ಡಿವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay, so this is what LCM means, guys. Now in order to identify LCM, there are many different methods. We are going to look into the methods of prime factorization. Okay, the first method that you guys have is nothing but prime factorization. Okay, now prime factorization method. So what do you mean by this? Of course we are going to use prime numbers. We use prime numbers and we carry out the factorization. Okay, for example, see, we are going to look into 12. Okay, so divide completely. See, 12 we are going to divide it by what, guys? 2 into 6, 2 into 3, then 3 into 1. So if you look in here, 2 is repeating itself how many times? 2 times. So the LCM of 12 is represented as 2 repeating 2 times multiplied with 3 repeating 1 times. Okay, 2 repeating 2 times and 3 repeating 1 times. This will be the LCM. Now let me take in one question here. Of course that question is already given in your syllabus prescribed book also. So this is the first question, guys, that I'm considering here. Okay, find out the LCM of 12, 21 and 24. Find out the LCM of 12 of 12, 21 and 24. Of course we're using prime factorization method. Okay, you can just carry out the factorization here also, guys, not at all a problem. Okay, just start taking out the factors, you'll get the LCM too. But in your examination they'll ask you to find it out with the help of prime factorization method only. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಂದನೇ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ 12. Okay, LCM of 12, guys, what is it? 2 6 are 2 3s are 3 1s are. So I can write in 12 as what, guys? 2 to the power of 2 multiplied with 3 to the power of 1, right? Prime numbers, and we are just writing it down. So next, what is it? 21. So we'll take in initially 21, we'll divide it by 3. 3 7s are 21, 7 1s are. So now 21 can be written as 3 into 7. Correct? You can write this 3 into 7. Now the next number is 24, guys. 24 will take out factors of 24. So 2 and this will be 12, 2 this will be 6, 2 and this will be 3, and 3 this will be 1. So we can write in 24 as 2 to the power of cube multiplied with 3 to the power of 1. Correct? Because there are 3 2's here. 2 2 and 2 3 times ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾವೆ. So there are 3 2's. So now 2 cube into 3 to the power of 1. Now what they are asking, guys, in case of LCM of all these numbers, what we have to do by prime factorization method, if we want the LCM of 12, if we want the LCM of 21 and 24, maximum repeat ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ numbers ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. For example, if I take in 2 here, 2 is repeating maximum 3 times. Correct? Of course 2 times repeat ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, 2 3 times repeat ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, but we have to take the prime repeated value here. Okay, maximum repetition. What is it? 2 to the power of 3. So I'll write down 2 to the power of 3, and then which is the second prime number that we have? 3 raised to 1, 3 raised to 1, 3 raised to 1. Which is the maximum power format? 3 raised to 1 only. Maximum number kuda 3 raised to 1 ಇದೆ ರೀ. See, if it had 3 to the power of 3, then we would have taken this. Okay, if it had 3 to the power of 2, yellow one kade barle, not only in all these 3 terms, any one value, any one, the maximum format we have to take. Here it is 3 to the power of 1 only maximum, and then 7 to the power of 1 itself, because that is the maximum for number 7. So 2 cube into 3 to the power of 1 into 7, guys. So now what we have to do, we have to simplify this one. See, what is 2 cube? 2 cube is nothing but 8 into 3 into 7. Correct? So So now you have to just simplify. 7 into 3, 21. 21 into 8, guys, that will be 168. And this 168 is your LCM. Understood, guys? Okay. In case of prime factorization method, there is not at all different here. Anything same now hege solve ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. Okay, we would have done what, guys? We would have done a common multiple method here. Now in case of prime multiple method, we just write these separate numbers in case of prime format. Prime numbers format ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನಂಬರು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. Of course, there is 2 which is repeating maximum 3 times. It is also repeating 2 times, but we only look at the maximum repetition, 2 cube, and then it is 3, then it is 7. Multiplied value will give us what? 168. Okay, even if you solve it like this, guys, even if you solve it like this, 12, 21, 24, ee prakara madidrunu namge 168 barutte. 2 6 are okay. Just for instance, 21 as it is, 12, and this will be 2, 3, 21 as it is, and this 6, and then it will be 2, 3, 21 as it is, and 3. So then it will be 3, 1, 1, and 21 remaining, then it will be 7. So now if you observe here, what is it? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7, and that is what we have written here. Correct? Methods are same, just we have to identify. Many of the students get confused here, guys, within HCF and within LCM. Okay, so they just try to merge in ಆ ಮೆಥಡು ಈ ಮೆಥಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ಲೂಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಗೈಸ್. ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ ನ್ಯೂ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಅ ರೈಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಗೈಸ್, ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್. We have then again the canonical method, prime factorization method. Of course, we will be dealing with those methods while we start solving the problems in the next class, guys. So like the video if you are able to understand. Video na like ಮಾಡಿ, guys. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ. Okay, so for today's class I think that will be all, guys. Of course, join our telegram channel, UN Karnataka PUC, where I'll be uploading all these questions, guys, all these solved notes also in PDF format. Okay, it will be quite easy for you to understand all these methods. So now if you have any questions, guys, please ask. ಏನು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, guys. Okay, any questions, let me know. So subscribe to our channel, guys. Unacademy Karnataka PUC. Subscribe ಮಾಡಿ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್? Because daily, see, guys, the classes are being conducted on YouTube. So join these classes. You can refer to this in a recorded format also, not at all a problem. And download our app, Unacademy Karnataka PUC. Of course, Unacademy Learners app, guys. So where we'll be conducting all the courses. You can use our code RIO10 for further discounts. Okay, you can avail this offer, guys. RIO10 code anna use ಮಾಡಿ you can avail up a discount of about 10%. Right? So for midterm examination, guys, let me tell you, I have covered up already the topics that have been ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕವರ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್, ಗೈಸ್, ಫಾರ್ ಜಾಯ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್. ಬಿ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಅಗೇನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್, ಗೈಸ್. Bye, guys.